Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. We are just moments away from what should be an excellent matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, we are 15 miles due west of the Atlantic, nestled in downtown Jacksonville at TIAA Bank Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team. The beat goes on, doesn't it? A perfect 10-0 to start the campaign.
And it's a good locker room to be in, too. Guys don't show up on game day hoping to win. They expect to win. And so far, they've yet to have a letdown.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Chargers, they come in right at 500, looking to get that win to bump them back above 500.
This game means a lot to them because of what you just talked about. When you can bump yourself over 500, it's a lot of optimism in your building as you move forward in the season.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is, and that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it has permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care, and when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give a better chance to lead the team that wins.
And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. There you see the starters defensively for Jacksonville. They were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. To throw on 3rd down, Howell. And he's got his man, Hilton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. The numbers a week ago for Melvin Gordon. 21 carries, 103 in the yardage department.
And when he went over 1,000 yards last week, you know what it did for their offense? It gave them a true identity because everyone's going to talk about this. The offensive line's going to take pride in it. Of course, the guy carrying the football will. But how about the coaching staff? When they go in and talk contracts, when they talk to reporters, hey, we had a 1,000-yard rusher this year.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
That's what I'm talking about. Sacks all day.
I know some of the talk after last week's loss was the O-line struggles. They gave up 4 sacks. He got hit here and taken down again, so that's something to monitor.
It is something to monitor, but they've got to help their offensive line out. Maybe a little bit different play calling, right? Draws, screens, get the ball out of the quarterback's hands.
And the pressure gets to him again.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. And taken right on the 30. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs.
There goes Melvin Gordon. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Now Wentz on 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. And they're going to get the football just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Melvin Gordon now, he and the offense, they trot back out there. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week.
Able to get this to Gordon. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. On third down, Howell.
Those throwing windows get a lot.
And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
So not sure how they feel about that. They had golden field position to start the drive after the fumble recovery, but they went backward and then got 3.
Well, let's go from gold to silver, because the silver lining is they got the 3, right? You were talking about the golden field position. They didn't take advantage of it. That has to feel like a letdown.
You always stand ready to pounce. Always. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
The rushing numbers for Fournette from last week: 22 carries, 96 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, he's the number 2 runner in the league, and you just know the offensive line wants to get him to number 1 because most of the good ball carriers, they take care of their linemen. Could be a gold watch in their future if he becomes the leading rusher.
That catch good for 5. It's third down. Wentz going to try and throw on third. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Fournette, a first down carry. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. Ooh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
You ain't doing nothing today.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, like hoping he can break some tackles, the big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked out at about the 3-yard line. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room that if you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. From the gun on third down, Howell. And the catch made by Hilton. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. Now Gordon on first down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. To throw on second down. Howell looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off play action. Howell. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Back to the ground now with Gordon. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talk.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
You better be ready next time.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Off the play fake. Howell, and he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football, as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Carson Wentz, along with his offense, heading back out there for their next possession. I think this crowd not really sure what to make of things. You know, their guys have not looked very good. Their leader here at the top, he hasn't looked that great either.
And most of the time you hear guys talk about how they don't let the crowd affect them or they block it off. Well, that's not really fully true, because a lot of the times you ride the wave of emotion with a crowd when it's positive for you. In this case, they've got to find a way to shake it off and at least get something done to maybe put the crowd back on their side.
Absolutely. Give these guys something to cheer about. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. Fournette running out of the gun. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. That's going to set him back 5 yards. A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down.
Let's get off the field, D.
Play action. Now Wentz. Got his man. It's Eifert. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him.
Let's go. Let's do this. Go. Watch the pass.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And his throw is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Joey Bosa, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. Wentz now on 3rd and goal. And it's caught. 10 yards gets him closer, but now it's 4th and goal.
Get him, boy! Get him, boy!
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Let's go.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. They run it here with Gordon. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Howell. He's got it to Hilton. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Howell. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Well-timed effort there by Derwin James, a sack from his safety position.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. Now, Wentz, I think this is going to be a free play. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And the penalty makes this a much more manageable third down, 3rd and 2. Shotgun now for Wentz. And Eifert has it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the play. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Now they'll try the jet sweep here. Burst by him near the 35. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the...
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
I'm coming back. I'm coming back.
That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
Here we go. 120. 55. Hey, eat.
This challenge was initiated by the guys in New York. Taking a look at the play, less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm sure the coach wanted to challenge it, so he's probably going to send the New York office a holiday card. This is caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking...
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. From 3 yards out, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. This fielded at the 2. A marker down. He does get it up past the 25. Will it hold? Let's see.
Face mask. Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From the gun, Howell. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Here I come. Here I come.
Back to throw. Howell. Caught by Allen. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on 1st down. Howell. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. 2nd and 10.
We got this, fellas. Come on.
And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down. Howell, he's got it to Williams. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the 1st. They get him to the ground at the 37. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. So we have reached halftime here at a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the 2nd quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been as tight as we expected, all tied through 1 half of play. For the call of the 2nd half, let's get it back to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
Boom! That's how we do it, baby.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 26-yard
I'm coming
line.
after you. I'm coming after you. That's it, baby.
It's a gain of 5.
Silver.
Brings up 3rd and 7. Wentz's pass, intended for Tyler Eifert, incomplete. It's now 4th down. Intended for Mike Williams. Incomplete.
Right. He's down right here. He's down on the right. Down on the right. Four down. Let's go. Let's go, boys. Bring it up. Come on, set.
It's a gain of 10.
Set 53.
The Chargers first down. Howell's pass. Complete to number 80.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
It's a gain of 35.
Here we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Shoot.
Get him.
Howell's pass. Complete to number 82.
Get it, baby.
A gain of
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
second and goal.
Four down. Steve, you need it.
Howell's pass. Intended for number 11.
Watch tight end. Four down. That's how we do it. That's how we do it. Get out here. That's how we do it.
The field goal is good. Makes the score Chargers 13, Jaguars 10.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
At their own 27-yard line.
Mike.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you. Don't get nervous.
Let's go.
It's a gain of 14 yards. Those chains.
Cut.
That's good for a Jacksonville first and 10 at the 41-yard line. Carson Wentz sacked.
Boom. That's all day.
Taken down back at the 34-yard line.
57.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
Leonard Fournette on the carry.
That's
Nasir Adderley on the tackle.
57. Mike, 57. 55.
Encroachment defense.
55. Here we go. I got it.
Wentz's pass. Intended
Last
for
stop.
D. Westbrook.
Last stop.
Incomplete. Derwin James on the coverage. The Chargers.
We play to win. Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
Mike. 53 is the Mike.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Let's go.
Howell's pass. Intended for Melvin Gordon. Incomplete.
Man left.
Brings
You got
up
four.
second and 10.
You got
at the
four.
20-yard line. Howell's pass. Also 2 yards. And it's third
Check.
down.
53 is mine. 53 is mine.
Howell's pass.
Let's go.
To Keenan Allen. A gain of 30.
D. Big stop. Let's go.
Big grip. Big grip.
'53's the mic. 53. Check out.
Better bring. Better bring. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring.
You don't want no problems. Let's go. With me. Oh boy, I know you felt that one. I know you felt that one.
3 yards. Brings up 4th down. The Jaguars take over.
We got this.
At their own 20-yard line.
Switch. Back.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Let's go. 55's Mike, guys. 55.
Watch the slap. Watch the slap.
Carson Wentz.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Let's go. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Number 27, Leonard Fournette, the ball carrier. Nasir early on the tackle. Wentz's pass, intended for Tyler Eifert. Incomplete.
82 is mine. I got 82. 82 is mine. Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. Let's go.
Check. 55 Mike. Watch the curl.
Holding. Offense.
Let's go, fella.
Hey, check Mike. Watch it, Heavy on the edges.
Wentz's pass, complete to D.D. Westbrook. A 5-yard gain brings up second and goal at the 3-yard line. Leonard Fournette, the ball carrier. Stopped short of the goal line. A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette, his 4th touchdown on the year. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up, never even got to it.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will make this a 4-point game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Come on now, let's go.
The Charger drive about to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. That throw into the arms of Allen. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
53, Mike.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Check 9.
On first down, Howell. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Sheldon Richardson there to make the play. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready. 50 yours.
Hey, watch his flat. Watch his flat.
Get it.
Looking to throw on second down. Howell. Allen's got it, complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. From the gun on third down, Howell. And Allen's got it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 26.
53, Mike, 53.
Come to wild now.
Off play action, Howell. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Howell. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Josh Allen, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Miles Jack there to make the tackle. They fake the give. Now Wentz. This pass complete to Higgins. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. Wentz now to throw. And the catch good. It's Eifert. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Wentz to throw again. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
You better talk to your boy, have him protect you.
Well, enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
I'm trying to collect.
Off the play fake. Howell. He's airing it out for Williams. This is intercepted. Picked off at the 38. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. So
here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They've got the lead yet again in this ball game with their winning streak right now sitting at 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Wentz. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Ten yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. 2nd and 5 now. Wentz, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. From 10 yards out, and the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. With his guys trailing here in the fourth, he can ill afford a repeat of the interception that ended the last drive.
Yeah, you're 2 scores down. You take it upon yourself now to play perfect or near perfect football if you want to get your team back into the game. But it's also tough to do when you're trying to avoid errors, yet still play perfect football.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A. Decent start to the drive there. Of course, they need the touchdown, 2-point conversion, and a field goal.
Yeah, those guys are into it. How about the guys on the sidelines? You see the coaches signaling, all the personnel groups up on the sideline ready to go.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's how we do it.
Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Encroachment, defense.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
To throw on second down. Howell. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on fourth.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wentz. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Desmond King picks it. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Getting set to go again here on offense, Keenan Allen marches back onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
A very solid gain of 27. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Howell. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar and some discomfort down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. On 4th down, Howell. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time. And it's 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Looking to throw. Howell. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And his kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. With all 3 timeouts, I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And some room to roam now. And he'll be taken down deep into Charger territory. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Into the red zone, Wentz. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Fournette. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
To throw is Wentz. And he fires one, but incomplete.
To the sideline and incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, you know, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. The Charger drive about to get going. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder, puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
43. 43. Tighten up.
2nd and 6. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Throwing on 3rd and long. Howell. And he's got his man, Hilton. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one has gone as time has run out on this ball game. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one. Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that. So for the Jags, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for our visitors, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.